the fast 5 things you need to know. We'll start your day off swirly, it's the toast. I sound amazing.
Welcome back to the Toast and Happy Hump Day. Don't forget to hump someone you love. And speaking of somebody I love, it's Jacqueline Khloé.
Clap if you hump.
Once a week. Hey, Jax, how you doing?
I'm doing good, Cojourner.
Fred.
Cojourner Fred.
Yeah.
Drick.
Drick.
Living life with Drick.
Let's not get into that show. Like, that show was fucking weird. Welcome back to the show. Hope everybody's doing great. I haven't seen you in a minute.
I haven't seen you in a minute. You had a very busy day yesterday.
I did. I drove back to the city, which I have not done yet. I usually go like maybe a couple of times this summer.
Yeah.
You know, I had an engagement.
A bris.
A bris. Yeah, last summer I went back for a bris. Yesterday I went back for like kind of a catch-up day. Like my apartment, it was a mess. So many boxes. We needed kosher meat. We were all out of food, so we had to go to the kosher grocer. So Ben and I driving back and forth in one day, like, is really crazy. But we got done everything we needed to get done. Being back in the city was crazy. You know, it's like 20 degrees hotter in the city. I was sweating my ass off the entire time. But we stopped for like a nice little pargy dinner on our way back. We had sushi seki. It was kind of like a pargy day.
Oh, good. I'm so glad you enjoyed it. Actually,
it was mostly administrative, like getting things done for the home. But, you know, I had to get a little treat in there.
Of course. I had a funny story to tell you, actually, that I didn't tell you and I wanted to tell you.
Funny story?
Yesterday, Zach and Charlie were out and about. I don't know exactly where they were, and guess who they ran into?
Sebastian Barry McLeod.
No.
Bethany Frankel.
No.
Kelly Bensimon.
I don't think you're going to guess because it's like not at the tip of your tongue, but you're going to be
celebrity?
Yeah, but you're going to be excited.
Because I was actually thinking we have not seen many celebrities this summer.
Haven't. Maybe
every summer we have like a couple of key. Actually, we saw Eli Manning.
Yeah, we did.
Like briefly.
Mm-hmm.
But other than that, it has not been.
Okay, so like
at lunch over the weekend, actually, I saw the guy running for governor, which like wasn't very exciting.
Bruce Blakeman.
Yeah, but I had to like do a lot of work to figure out who it was because I saw Secret Service. I'm like, is someone here? And then like Ben overheard someone say that this guy's running for governor. So like, it wasn't really that thrilling.
Understood. I guess like sort of wherever we go, like we're the celebrities.
So true. Okay, who did they say? Wait, just give me like a little bit
Athlete.
An athlete. Dak Prescott?
No, someone that you're
Danilo Gallinari.
No.
Jalen Brunson?
Close.
Karl Anthony Towns.
Close.
Josh Hart.
You're
kidding!
They saw Josh Hart, Zach, and Charlie.
Oh my God! Did you tell Ben he will freak?
No, I didn't, because I didn't see you guys last night.
Wait, that's so crazy.
So crazy. And Zach was like, Charlie, it's Nikki. You know, he loves basketball.
Right.
And Charlie was like excited. And Josh Hart like offered to take a picture with Charlie. It was Charlie didn't want to take a picture. He did.
Fucking serious?
Charlie declined a photo with Josh Hart.
Kill him. Wait, what? That's so nice, by the way. So Zach like went up and said like, hey.
Yeah, and like he asked if like Charlie could take a picture with him, and then Charlie declined.
Oh my God, I'm gonna kill that kid.
But Josh Hart was really sweet.
I wonder where they were.
I forget. I will find out.
Oh my God, I'd kill if you guys didn't tell me this.
I know.
That's insane.
Isn't that cool?
Oh my God, Ben is gonna be so jealous.
I know.
Oh my God, that's very exciting.
I'll have to tell Ben like where it was so we can know like that's where you go.
And I just want Josh Hart to know like you're a king for offering the photo. Like it's on us for declining.
For accepting the offer to take like, but I think it reflects really well on
Did
him.
Zach take one with him?
No, nobody like
What's wrong with everyone?
As far as we know, like did they even see him? But they did.
Sure, this sounds like a made up story.
They did see him.
Yeah, we've seen like no celebrities.
Mm-hmm.
I'm trying to think. No, really none.
Okay. It's
That's
okay.
usually
It's going to be okay.
I mean, no, it's
gonna
not.
be okay.
Last summer when we ran into Sebastian Bear McLeod, like
It sort of like made our summer.
I thought it was a benchmark of swirly summer.
Yeah, but speaking of like Bethany, we were invited to Influencer Hour at Supermodel Cafe.
Unfortunately, we can't make it because it's when we record the podcast.
Yeah.
And when we told them that, like we thought they would make other accommodations and they didn't seem to care. So I will have to miss out on her cottage cheese tuna salad, but wishing her the best in her future business endeavors.
I will still try and go because I want to eat the Supermodel snacks, but I can't go during Influencer Hour, unfortunately.
Yeah, I feel like as an actual supermodel, I don't need the snacks, you know, because as I said, I'm an active duty model.
You are. As a retired supermodel, I think
You still need the
what
snacks.
the girls are doing back in the field.
Yeah. So we'll see if we make it out there.
Yes. Other than that, yeah, we missed you yesterday.
It was hard to be away from my family for so long.
And
Ben was being so crazy. Like,
driving.
you know, it's always with Ben like a race against the clock. If the car says it's going to, like the GPS, if it says it's going to take 2 hours, let's say Ben was like, classic Ben, it says our ETA is 2:20. He said, I'll get you there before 2. Like he always has a goal in mind, and he will do anything to reach that goal. And he's driven back to the city like twice without me this summer, and I actually shudder to think what he did, because a couple of times I was like, you actually can't do that. Like I'm all about, cutting off, a little of this, a little of that. He's crazy. Like he will drive on the other side of the highway if there's no cars coming. Like seriously,
he would drive on the other side of the highway.
1,000%. And anything just to shave a minute, like just 1 minute. And it was actually like a couple of times like a little bit scary. And he went to the city like 2 weeks ago by himself, and he was like, I made it back in under 90 minutes, which by the way, you guys, is insane. It's an insane time. Yeah. And now that I'm thinking about it, I shudder to think what he had to go through to reach that time. He was being so crazy.
That's so crazy. But I'm glad, because you got home at like a very reasonable hour.
He did make amazing time both there and back. So like I wasn't really complaining. I was just like shocked.
Yeah.
I know he's always like a crazy GPS person, and he'll do anything to shave a minute. Like he's so fucking crazy. It was on another level.
Okay. Well, last night's warranted, because like you guys needed to get back in the
It was a long day.
Like not at midnight.
Of course.
It was a long day. My episode of Storytime came out.
Yes.
I hope you all watched and enjoyed and
So
shared
sweet.
it with your children. It's a podcast for kids, so like you can listen in the car with your kids. It's on YouTube, so you can watch the video. And it's
Cute
just
little
like,
graphics of like the camper just like running around.
It's
They
like-
animated the camper.
they animated the camper. It's like high def visuals of the book, and it's so great.
So cute.
You really get to like see the up close details of the book.
Yeah, it was really cute.
So if you haven't watched it yet,
I didn't know they made like podcasts for children, but I guess like why not?
yeah, that's like how we sometimes in the car listen to stories.
It's like a Tony.
Yeah, like if they sometimes ask for like Paw Patrol story.
We're knee deep in Tonyville over here, you guys. Do you guys
We're
have the
having
a
a
party,
party,
a sandwich party. 5, 6, 7, 8. I will say not all of the Tonys are great, but like whatever we have, I just like throw it in the playpen and they get played. So they're not like my choice, but it's not my Tony.
No, it's for the children.
They have like a lot of originals, in addition to like the characters that you know and love. And I will say like some of the originals, like the songwriting is definitely lacking. Like Sandwich Parties.
I think Sandwich Party is an amazing Tony.
it's not.
It's like a seagull, right? The duck,
Yeah, it's all about if you meet a seagull at the beach, like don't give it your food.
It's
a good message.
and it's a good song. You just sort of popped off with that.
Yeah, well, my version's obviously like pussy popping.
And my favorite Tony. Beethoven's wig. Beethoven's wig.
My favorite Tony is Brown Bear, narrated by Gwyneth Paltrow.
No,
They get the Tonys they do get annoying, like when you play them so many times. And hers is long, and it annoys me the least.
No, I'm sorry.
Also, shout out the Velveteen Rabbit, narrated by Meryl Streep.
Yeah, I don't know why you're kind of like just sort of like starry-eyed for celebrity Tonys. I don't feel.
You don't know why?
Because I guess you're like.
I'm like a star fucker loser. Yeah. I don't. Why are you acting like we just met?
I thought you would be like more about the music. Like
no, because like for me, like a Tony that's narrated by a celebrity is like a convergence of me and Ruby's interests.
I guess, but they're just like not the best ones.
I disagree.
But we also love Maestro. That's something we can. Hello, music lovers.
Yes, there are a lot of good Tonys, but
And
I'm
we
just going to say
all
some of them
just,
are
like,
bad.
We all just like quote them all day long. But you guys need Beethoven's Wig. It's like classical music, and the guy who like narrates it and he puts lyrics to all these like Beethoven songs. He reminds me so much of Ian Starling. And even the song you were singing yesterday, do 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 do.
Yeah.
Do, he sings. I want my diploma.
That's funny.
It's
no,
funny.
he also does.
I've tried to tell you it's funny.
Here's a short Beethoven piano piece. This piano piece is for Elise. It's all about a fella named Maurice who went from Greece. Like, it's good. It's teaching kids Beethoven, but he's funny. He does remind me of Ian Sterling.
So funny. He has one song about sitting in traffic. So you got to get Beethoven's Wig.
Yeah. It's just been like a Tony girl summer.
It is a Tony. It's a Tony boy summer.
Oh,
because
right.
It's all the boys.
Right. I forgot. Yeah.
All the boys
Michaela's
on the
here.
ones and twos.
What are we doing today? Like, we need to come up with party lunch plans.
Oh, we were just discussing.
I'm so hungry.
Well, actually, I started House of Stassi last night.
Is it a story or just want to talk about it quickly?
I just want to talk about it regular.
I need to hear
not
your
a
thoughts.
story.
I haven't finished it, but you go.
I've watched 2 episodes so far, and like and I really have been itching to watch it because I've been seeing so much discourse online, and it seems like the sort of subject matter that I would like really find interesting.
Definitely, it's not what people thought it was going to be, and it ends up like being like an actual like expose on Stassi's life and like all of her relationships, both like friends and family.
That's what I've seen so far. So right now, and that seems to be like the
theme.
The theme is that like Stassi and Beau and like their marriage and this and that. So like, but watching it so far, I feel like I don't know how to explain, like a little bit different than what I thought I was going to feel watching it. it's definitely they're shaking up the genre a little bit with like the fourth wall stuff, which like shows have been doing for a while. Even in Secret Lives, like we hear the producer questions, and they talk about who's filming, who's not filming. So like that's not like totally new to me, but I'm a seasoned reality TV watcher.
It's true,
but I thought it was really interesting, and like I feel like I missed some stuff having not watched Vanderpump Villa, because like the first test shoot fight is about this fight that Stassi and Bo seem to have had on Vanderpump Villa, that she won't get his name tattooed on her.
Yes, I didn't watch
that
Vanderpump.
A real thing?
I didn't get Vanderpump Villa either. I didn't watch Vanderpump Villa, but there's a lot of stuff also with his sister, Bo's sister, that I'm sort of riding blind on because I didn't watch it. And I know there's a thing about the tattoo, but like I didn't watch
they had
it.
like this huge blow-up fight at the villa that he got a tattoo of his sister's name. He has a lot of tattoos and he won't not tattoo Stassi's name on him. And like she flipped out, like, and then everybody gets pulled into their fight, and they all saw like this side of her that they've never seen before. They were all so scared. Yeah. And then the first like test shoot conversation is like everyone talking about their big feelings like from that night. But I do feel like I sort of missed that. But yeah, the dynamics I'm like sort of catching up on, like the sister. It's also crazy that everyone has the same name. I was just saying to you that they sort of changed Taylor Donahue's name for the show to Teddy, and I'm like, I'm shocked because I know her as Taylor and they're the Taylors.
Okay, so I've seen a lot of discourse about this. People being like, it's so weird that they changed her name. And I just want to say, they did not change her name. But if they did, I actually would have appreciated that.
Of course, the sisters have the same
Georgie,
name.
Georgiana, and Taylor, like, yeah.
And Bo and Bo.
Oh, and Bo and Bo. So,
everyone has the same name.
If, let's say that was the case, people need to stop giving them shit for it because it's actually respectful as fuck. But I have to tell you guys, literally 5 years ago, when I was with the Taylors, somebody called Taylor Teddy. And I'm like, who's Teddy? And they're like, what are you talking about? Everybody calls Taylor Donahue Teddy. I'm like, no, we don't. Like, I've never called you that in my life. They're like, what are you talking about? Everyone calls Taylor Teddy. And ever since that day, like, Ben started calling her Teddy, and like sometimes I do too, because it does make it more effective method of communication. And you know what? Everyone really does call her Teddy, especially Stassi and Bo. Like whenever, I think that the Teddy nickname actually originated with like Taylor's LA friends, and when she goes to LA, it's not made up, but it never like hit mainstream. And I think a lot of people are having trouble with it. But even if it was this like methodical thing, like we should be appreciating that. It's very confusing.
Yes, it is confusing. And so I understand why they did that. Now, it seems like Stassi has like made this decision. Like, I've got my own show. So many people get their own show just to lose it because, you know, it's fake and it's like
and those
not
people
good.
Don't also have like sort of the backstory that she has, how this is like a big comeback.
Yes.
So this like means a lot to her.
Yes. And most shows like aren't good. And it's because like we feel the manufacturer drama. Oh, we're going to get a pet monkey. Like, and Stassi has like made the decision to
bleed out.
Air everything about her life, the good, the bad, and the ugly, like for the sake
What's the name of their podcast?
The Good, the Bad, and the
Baby. The Baby.
Oh, his handle's the Boji.
Yeah.
But they don't do that one anymore, do they?
Oh, do they not?
I don't think so. Because now it's just Stassi with Ted.
Yeah.
It's her podcast has evolved over the years. But she's made the decision, like, if you want to, you know, tell me something mean about myself, do it on camera. Like,
and there's no conversation that's off limits. Like even, you know, even her as a mom, which like I would think is a conversation that's like completely off limits.
I haven't like seen some of that stuff yet. But so they start filming the show, and you can see like Bo is struggling, like, unhappy a little bit, and he goes to talk to Taylor Strecker and he starts crying, and then Taylor Strecker goes to Stassi, and like, by the way, Taylor Strecker is just like moving like such a queen.
She's making us proud, and and you know what, I feel that like who she is in real life is actually translating really honestly, and like I think she's getting a lot of shit because she's talking about how like, you know, Taylor Donahue has to go back to New York.
I haven't gotten there yet,
but like she's missing the birth of
and
her
I just want to
daughter.
say, every time I see a clip, I like make a judgment, and then when I see it in the context of the show, everything feels different. That's why I just like feel different watching the show. Even like Katie and Stassi, which remind me, I want to get back to that. So Taylor goes to Stassi and says like, your husband cried to me, and Stassi is floored. Yeah. She didn't know her husband was unhappy, that he was thinking any of these things. That he felt this way. That he never once really said to her recently, like, I do want to go back to work. And so she says, like, of course, like having an unhappy husband, like this isn't really a great time. Like we're filming a show.
Of course.
But we've already started filming. So like, you know, here we go. Like, let's get into all of it. And I really can't imagine a world where like Bo would ambush Stassi. Consult Stassi and be like,
we're going to talk about this.
Yeah.
Or that she truly had zero clue.
That he's not super happy.
Or just like the dynamic that they've set up where he is like a stay-at-home dad isn't working for him. Like this is the first time you're hearing that. No, but it does make very interesting. And I will say like, yeah, she's going where really nobody is going. Because a lot of these conversations are so private.
She's going where no one has gone before, like for a reason.
Yeah.
That there's a reason why no one has gone there before.
It's so personal.
But I think it's also like a testament to how strong she believes her relationship is, that they can that they can withstand this. They can have their like ugly warts all conversations on the show, but like there's no doubting that they will be together. So I think
that's
it's
a good way to
also
look at
a sign of strength. It's confusing.
Yeah, for me, it's just confusing because like before, I know like she has this need to come back, right? Like she was the queen of Vanderpump Rules and it got taken from her. And like the fact that she's coming back now with her own show on like a bigger platform, like it's such a slay. I totally get it. But to me, it's like she's bleeding out, sharing like so many dark parts of her life and just like private things that she really doesn't have to, because she had made a successful comeback in my eyes before this.
Yes.
Like the podcast is huge. It's on Netflix. People just love her. Her books, I think she's written 2 since she left Vanderpump Rules. Like
she has 3 books total,
Fashion Week. Like
bestsellers.
she's just that girl. Like you honestly they were never going to keep her down, right? So to me, she has had like an insanely successful comeback already. I can't really understand why like you would want to now open up all these like everyone's judging like her as a mom and her as a wife and her as a friend, and it's like, I know she wants it so bad, so like I respect it, but like I could never imagine like successfully coming back, and like to me like that would have just been enough. But I guess she has this like insane itch for reality TV because that's really how she got her start.
Yeah, and like for her, that's like the peak of the mountain is like being on TV, having your own show is the peak, getting a spinoff like from Vanderpump Rules. And so I understand why that's what she wanted, and now that she has it, she's not going to lose it, because like people get shows often and they amount to not much, but she's not going to. I think they already have a season 2. She's giving the show like absolutely everything that she has. I also want to say I think the title is like the name of the show is so perfect.
Yeah.
Like seriously, Toasty Lions.
Yeah.
Of course we know she loves Game of Thrones, House of Stassi. But like
everyone's like living in her house.
Everyone orbits around her. It is like the House of Stassi. I also don't understand how she has this huge house and her 2 sisters are living with her, the Georgie and Georgina, and they're both like sleeping in a Murphy bed in what looks to be like an office in the basement. There is not another bedroom in this huge house.
I guess not.
No, but there has to be.
The
house is so big.
No, I know. Wait, can you said you wanted to talk about Katie.
So I was like, I roll Katie and Stassi, and they build it as the fact that like, you know, there's nothing like Katie and Stassi on TV together. And
right.
I'm like,
whereas like I more so come from the camp of like there's nothing like Stassi on TV together. Katie like never moved the needle for me.
Same. That's exactly how I felt. I'm like, I don't need Katie. I don't need this like tie back to Vanderpump to like make this work for me. However, like, I don't know, Katie just like she like looked good. She felt good.
So
she talked
good. It's very
good.
clear that Katie is in a happy place in her life, and that is coming through like all facets. I think she's in a really good relationship, and I think that like Vanderpump Rules ending for a lot of people was like devastating. For her, it was kind of like the best thing. It got her away from Tom, and I think we were used to seeing her for like the last decade on TV. Like she was just an unhappy person. She was in a bad marriage. Like they were having a lot of problems. So yes, it is. She's not as like Fabissina as we remember her.
No, but and she has like a different, you know, vibe. She's not swirly. Like she's her
she's not swirly.
Own sort of energy. But I don't know, she felt very solid. And I was like happy to see her. They were sort of like talking about the time in between Stassi getting fired and then them stopping being friends. And the way that Stassi described it, it's like tea, you know, because she was like, she sort of felt like Katie was always talking about Vanderpump, and it's like, I was fired and I want to be there and I can't be there, and like you're just over here being like, oh my god, did you see this and that? And she was like, I was crying to you about postpartum stuff and you're just like talking about Vanderpump. And Katie didn't even remember that conversation, and Stassi's like, that's the point, like you weren't listening. And I do think at that time like those 2 people can't be friends,
just different places.
But then I think once and they said it's actually good that we weren't friends for a while because we both got to like grow and become who we are, and like these 2 like mature whole women can be friends with one another.
You know, Stassi's done a lot of press, but she did not do Watch What Happens Live. And I don't believe that since leaving, she's been on Watch What Happens Live. But like Kristen had been on before she was on The Valley. Like she eventually like, you know, came back into the fold. I do wonder like what the relationship is like. They did like a huge press day at SiriusXM because Taylor Strecker was like freaking out. And they didn't do Radio Andy. I do feel like there is bad blood between Bravo proper and Andy, or and Stassi in the show.
Probably. They don't use footage from Vanderpump Rules. Everything that's like talking about Stassi's like come up is all photos. I mean, she did like leave NBC and now she's in the Disney family.
Bravo like has historically like let go of so many people that they like, it's so unserious. Like they just bring them back.
Yeah.
They like, fire them because the fans are mad or like there's like, lots of drama, but they always come back.
But they don't have like the secret live stars on
I
Watch
guess
What Happens
they
Live.
don't.
I think it's more so network drama versus like Stassi versus Bravo.
Yeah, but up until even before Stassi was like a Hulu swirly, she was not on Watch What Happens Live. Like doing her when she was promoting her tour or her books or
Yeah.
I just think it's interesting. I would love to know like there's definitely drama there.
Yeah. Also, then there was like a conversation about Sheena. Sheena's come up a couple times, and like it's actually crazy to me that Sheena is actually Stassi's op in real life. Like,
yes,
that the name Sheena even still comes out of her mouth. I thought it was just like an old coworker that she doesn't like.
we all forget that. Like, remember that storyline when Stassi had I don't know if it was like a sex tape or like nude photos, but like Sheena was like the one showing it to everyone and like not leaking it, but like allegedly she was the one who was like sending it around. So it's like, yeah, that's your op for fucking life.
Yeah, but like when Jesse Draper comes in, it's like, see, you tried to get on Secret Lives. I'm like, Sheena.
I know. I didn't like.
Why are we talking about like? Why are we giggling, snickering about Sheena?
I have like
we have our own show now. Why are we talking about Sheena?
I have conflicted feelings about Sheena because like, yeah, it's like funny. Everyone's always like making fun of her, but I actually do feel like she's like she has grown up and she's like a sweet girl, and I think she's always the butt of the joke. So when Jesse Draper came on, I was just like kind of like I kind of hated that.
Yeah, I didn't.
And I feel like
it.
Jesse Draper was just like saying it because it's like a joke now. Like there's a tsunami in Africa and people are like, well, what does Sheena Shea think? It's like a joke that she makes everything about herself. And I just feel like Jesse Draper was just kind of like hopping on the train of like making fun of Sheena. It just kind of felt like low. Like I feel like Stassi has a legitimate gripe with Sheena, and if she wants to talk about her on her show, like go for it. But like Jesse Draper just bringing that, I didn't love.
Yeah, I just didn't know why we were talking about Sheena. Like we've come so far, and like we're so high up.
Yeah,
we're so high up. And then there's also this theme that like Stassi and Beau are kind of on the outs with everyone in their life. Like Georgie, the sister, Rob, Beau's friend Rob, and it's like they're starting the show and they want these people on the show. And Katie, she was on the outs with, and so it's like
mending.
We want to mend so that you'll be on our show, and also like what happened to all your friendships and relationships? And I do want to say, like, when you're a parent of young children, like those sort of
it's not a priority.
They cool off for a period, but not to a point where like you need to have like a
conversation,
rapprochements. It's just like a matter of timing and logistics. So it's odd to me that sort of everyone's been sort of pushed away.
Oh wait, can we talk about Christina Kelly?
I haven't really seen her yet.
Yeah, I have one memory of Christina Kelly on Vanderpump Rules because she was like very much a side character, and I think that's even like an overestimation of her contributions to the show. And the one scene I remember is like when Sheena was getting married, she wasn't invited, and she's like sitting at her house giggling, like making fun of Sheena's dress. It was like truly the definition of Mean Girl, and I have never been able to see her as anything other than that.
I think the whole world feels that way because she had come on the show so many other times in the future, like. And never was a cast member, never was chosen by Bravo. Like, I think everybody, when she goes for Q-score testing, is like the crop top.
Yeah, the crop top. And I think that's like sort of an underlying thing of her beef with Katie is like, she's like almost like 50 feet from stardom. Like, she can't quite get there. And I think that this show was like, to be on it as a cast member, like finally I'm gonna get my shot. And then Katie comes and it just sort of demotes her because like, yeah, Christina Kelly was like the one remaining link from Vanderpump Rules, but it's hardly a link. She was barely on the show. Katie coming on just really eradicated the need for Christina in general.
Except that Christina's actually Stassi's friend.
Yes, and there's like history there and they have interesting like arguments and stuff because they have a real friendship. But she doesn't do it for me.
Yeah. So my takeaway at this moment is just a shock that someone is willing to share this much like personal details of their life, their family, their friendships, their children, their
everything,
family dynamics, like everything, like in service of success.
Yeah. I think though that like becoming like the breadwinner in your house as a woman, like I think maybe not on the exact same level, but I think it's kind of a relatable thing for some women who are the breadwinners where like their husbands like don't know what to do with themselves. And like it's obviously like the whole male ego gender stereotype type thing, but then it's like, well, it's lovely that you want to go back to work, but like why wouldn't you take care of the kids? I'm not going to. Like I'm the one paying all the bills. So it's like it's
at
very
one point,
harsh.
She like says to him, I will pay you to not go back to work because I can pay you more than your job.
And I just want to say, like, well, I love a man who wants to work. Like, I think that that's good and all men should work all the time. Like, his obsession with going back into casting, when, like, you could work with Stassi. Like, and it would be so much more financially
beneficial,
fruitful than going into casting, which, like, I don't think he was, like, slaying at before.
No, he said he was. He had a 17-year career.
Sorry, compared to, I'm talking money.
Yeah.
Compared to Stassi. Like, because we're at a different level now. So it's like, at some point, it's opportunity cost, right? It's like great that you feel good, but at what cost? So
Yeah.
that was like, it's like frustrating, but I think it's sort of in its own way relatable to other women who are the breadwinners.
Yes, and it's funny because she goes to an Unwell event and she's like talking to Alex Cooper, and she was just like, they're complimenting each other at whatever, and then she was like, what areas in your life are you struggling? Because like, I'm a bad wife, I'm a bad friend, I'm a bad sister. Like, what areas suffer for you?
That's really funny.
And Alex was like, it's giving like, I have bad breath in the morning.
Yeah,
she
right.
was like,
but also like Alex is notoriously like, she doesn't really share. So it's like, I'm certainly not going to share on your show. What's
no.
wrong with my life?
She said that she has health issues. Like her health.
She does have gestational diabetes. Did you
in
see?
her pregnancy, but maybe it's like she gets sick a lot, low immune system
Or
because
maybe
she
like
works so hard.
autoimmune.
But yeah, it was like, it was just sort of funny because obviously she's not going to tell us right now, right here.
Or
but
at all.
This idea that like something always has to suffer.
Right. Which I think is true for a lot of working women.
Something always has to suffer at the altar of greatness,
Yeah.
I think if you want to like say yes to everything in your career, things
At home will suffer. Yes.
Something is going to suffer if you say yes to everything in this bucket. If you want to have a more balanced life, you take some things out of that bucket and you put them into other buckets. But if you're going the way that like Alex is and that Stassi is, something will suffer. Alex at that point did not have children, so
Right.
you have
It's a different
you have
game.
a lot more, not even a little more. You have complete focus.
Yep.
Your husband works with you. You guys, so you're
Easy
spending all
peasy.
that time together. It's different.
Yeah.
But it was just funny. It's like, what's suffering for you today?
Let's dive in. I feel like we kind of did, but
Yeah, it wasn't a story, but yes, let's dive into the Fast 5 stories that you do need to know.
and the Fast 5 stories that you need to know are brought to you by Vivrel.
Oh,
If
my
you
purse
don't,
today
Yes,
is
if you
brought to
don't
you
know
by
Vivrel
Vivrel.
yet, you're missing out. It's a members-only club where you can experience designer bags and jewelry. So it's basically a rotating dream closet that you do not have to commit to. The closet that they have is insane. They have designer accessories from Chanel, Louis Vuitton, Prada, Dior, all the brands that we dream about. I also just got an Hermes clutch. Yeah. And
not
basically,
the
you're
clutch.
borrowing. It's so genius. You're borrowing. It's such an affordable way to get a Chanel bag. Like I think their most popular tier is the Classique, right? Correct me if I'm wrong.
Yeah, you can be getting $1,000 bags.
Yeah, it's $139 a month.
For $139 a month. You can have like the cutest things. You can switch as often as your moods change.
You pick the piece that you want, you borrow it, it shows up at your doorstop, and the best part is that there are no return dates. I am holding onto the Chanel bag. I keep waiting for them to like call me and ask. No, you can keep it for as long as you want.
This is Hermes. This is an Hermes Picotine. It's the cutest little thing. And I've always wanted to try one, but like, of course, you don't want to make a major investment on a bag that you don't know if like the style, size, or shape is going to be right for you.
You can also swap it monthly if you're ready for something new.
I can confirm it's right for me.
Vivrel also gave us an amazing offer just for Toast listeners that you definitely don't want to miss out on. It's code TOAST. When you apply, you will get your first month of membership totally free. So go to Vivrel.com, apply for a membership today using referral code TOAST for your first month of membership free. Vivrelle.com. The code is TOAST for your first month free. Today's episode is also brought to you by Game Time, the Game Time app. It gives you the advantage. It's giving it back to fans. It's the hack for unlocking amazing tickets and experiences in just a few taps. It's incredibly easy to use. The Game Time guarantee means you can trust you'll get 100% authentic tickets on time and at the best price. Plus, fees are always included, so what you see is what you pay. The fees are included, so you're going to know your total up front. There are no surprise fees at checkout. They also offer zone deals. They're basically obsessed with getting you the lowest possible price. So you'll save even more when you choose a section and let Game Time choose the seats. You can snag new ticket deals before anyone finds out by following your favorite teams in the Game Time app. They offer panoramic views from your seat before you buy in the app. And they offer the lowest price guarantee, or they will credit you 110% of the difference. Your purchase is also covered with the most flexible customer service policy in the ticketing industry. So you can just finally take the guesswork out of buying concert tickets or sports or comedy or theater. It's a great app to just have on your phone. If you're traveling, if you live in a major city, you're always looking for fun things to do. You can find last minute deals, just like go see some major art or some like comedy or theater for an amazing price. You can download the app, create an account, use code TOAST for $20 off your first purchase. The terms do apply. So again, create an account on the Game Time app, GAMETIME. Redeem our code TOAST for $20 off. Download the Game Time app. What time is it?
Game time.
Today's episode is also brought to you by Outshine, the official frozen snack of Swirly Summer. So Outshine is a refreshing snack. I'm sure you recognize the box. They sell them everywhere. They're timeless, truly a timeless American classic treat. And all of their bars are almost under 100 calories. So that's just like a guilt-free living. They come in tons of different fruit flavors like strawberry, mango, coconut, watermelon. They also have a new black cherry flavor. They also have a line of fruit blends, which are 2 or more fruit flavors swirled together into a bar to create a world of yum. So they have cherry limeade, pina colada, tropical breeze, and now blueberry lemonade. So every bite tastes like you're biting into a ripe piece of juicy fruit. It's refreshing. It's bursting with flavor. It's a bright, vibrant experience that brings a moment of joy in every single bar. And the best part is that the bars are made with real fruit and fruit juice. So they take the best parts of fruit, like the juicy, flavorful goodness, and they give it to you without the mess. No slicing, no peeling, no dicing, no dishes, no Ben-Saw for dishes. It's so easy. It's real fruit and fruit juice transformed into a refreshing bar that tastes like you're biting into a ripe piece of fruit. They're always going viral for like different ways to eat and drink them. A lot of people are like making drinks with them now, pouring your favorite mocktail over an outshine bar. It's just a great way to cool down during the summer. We love them. The kids love them. It's such a good thing to just have on hand in the freezer for a hot summer day, even though they are a perfect treat year round. You can find the Outshine fruit bars in the freezer aisle at retailers nationwide. And if you're looking for a swirly recommendation, my personal favorite is the lime. I also like the mini fruit pops. Is a good thing to have because you get a bunch of different flavors. You could try them all, but lime is my favorite. Just like fun fact about me. Today's episode is also brought to you by Parallel. So as any of our pregnant swirlies know, when you get pregnant, that really pulls from your nutrient reserves. And a lot of women actually start pregnancy already low on those nutrients. So it is better to build up before. I was actually on a prenatal for like 2 years before I even thought about trying. My doctor had recommended it. Doctors do recommend starting early. And so Parallel has created a conception support pack. It's that in-between season. If you're not sure yet, or you are trying, or you don't know when you're going to try, but you want to be prepared. It's not just a generic prenatal. It includes nutrients that OBs really prioritize before conception, like CoQ10, DHA, folate, choline. Parallel was founded by a practicing OBGYN, and there's literally no downside to starting early. It basically just functions as a high-quality daily multivitamin. If your timeline changes, it's not a big deal. Then you're just like party with your vitamins. It's totally fine. They even have vitamins for your man, so you can both become optimized for trying to conceive, because it shouldn't all be on you. It shouldn't. So if you're pregnant, also I just want to say, like, we love Parallel in general. They make great electrolytes. They make just great everything. So it's a really, I think, like a great brand for women. If you're pregnant, trying, or even postpartum, you need to check out Parallel. We really recommend it. And we have an exclusive code just for you. New customers can use code TOAST, TOAST, to get 20% off your first order at parallelhealth.com/toast. Parallel is PERELEL health.com/toast, parallelhealth.com/TOAST. Today's episode is also brought to you by Truvia Allulose plus Stevia Sweetener and monk fruit sweetener. So with the familiar taste and performance of sugar, Truvia Allulose blend is helping make cutting back feel easy rather than restrictive. So I know a lot of us are looking for sugar alternatives, but sometimes it's just like more work than it's worth. And Truvia, the Allulose blend, is a great option. I became a Truvia swirly like not many, like let me calm down, 2 years ago. Jackie made me switch, and she was 100% right. Now we're like those girls who keep the packets in our purse. And the Truvia Allulose blend swaps in with sugar at a 1-to-1 ratio, so you can use it confidently in recipes or coffee or tea. Exactly how much you would use your OG sugar, you can use the Truvia Allulose blend. Just makes it so easy, because like, who's bringing a measuring cup with them? They blend the allulose with stevia sweetener and monk fruit sweetener, and this sweetener delivers a mellow, well-rounded sweetness without that sharp aftertaste. So it's an adaptable sweetener, works just as well in drinks and baked goods as it does in sauces or even savory meals. Truvia Allulose plus stevia sweetener and monk fruit sweetener combines 3 complementary sweeteners to create a sugar-like taste with 0 calories per serving. So if you're looking for a new way to enjoy sweetness with 0 calories per serving, you really need to try the Truvia Allulose plus stevia sweetener and monk fruit sweetener. It's available online and nationwide at Kroger, Target, and your favorite local grocery retailer.
Thank you, Grocery Turt Taylor.
You're welcome.
Our first.
Don't you mean Grocery Turt Teddy?
No, I mean Taylor.
Okay.
I mean Taylor. Our first story, crazy saga last night. Perez Hilton was rushed to the hospital after live streaming an apparent self-harming video in his Miami home. So last night, Perez Hilton went live on TikTok for about 30 minutes.
Which he does like all the time. That's like his new, for a while now, like he's like a TikToker.
Yeah. And it was about 30 minutes. Yeah. He was naked and
covered in blood,
cutting himself up with a knife.
And he had literally like a sourdough knife, like a bread knife.
Slicing himself.
Chopping. I saw the video.
He was chopping himself up.
Don't go looking for it. It's deeply graphic and like very disturbing. I believe like police were called to his home.
Yes. They received multiple calls of an individual live streaming acts of self-harm on social media. When the cop, like he said, call the cops. I want them to, shoot me dead.
Yeah, he was really.
And then he was taken to the hospital where he is now recovering.
Yeah.
I saw like a little bit of the.
It's really,
I think
it's
what
gross.
The
like
photos, or like the videos that I saw were like very blurry. So it's
Yes.
like you get the idea of like what it
Yes.
is, but I don't need to see that all up close.
I hope that, like people are giving, grace, and like this is a person who has, at people's worst moments, like gone so low.
Mm-hmm.
I think like people, like his worst, people always love to bring up Britney Spears, like when she was having her, like there are so many. And so, I hope he doesn't, receive from people what he has historically
Doled
given.
out.
This is a very hard topic to discuss, honestly, if I'm being serious. Like, this is a person who's just like caused so much hurt, myself included. Like,
an awful person.
He is an awful person, but like awful people like don't deserve to like, struggle. I don't, honestly, seriously, I don't know what to say.
Yeah.
I wish him the best, and I hope he gets the recovery that he needs. He is a dad. He has 3 kids, and like that's really like the priority, and that's scary. But like,
yeah, I had read the kids were not home at the time, which thank God, because I mean,
That's
people
so
were
scary.
watching this millions miles away, scared. Imagine like seeing that in
in
your
person.
own home. I actually can't even imagine. So thank God that they were not there.
I hope he gets the help he needs. I think like public life is bad for him. I think it's
like
been bad for him for a while.
Whatever led to this is addressed as well.
Yes, like just I really just wish you the best.
Yeah, I agree. This next story is really exciting news, and I'm really excited for you. Okay, The Voice, Celebrity Edition has been greenlit at NBC. So The Voice is currently in production.
Don't
on
even
The
start with me.
Voice Celebrity, which will see actors, musicians, influencers, athletes, comedians.
I actually know someone who's on it.
Who?
I don't know if I can say it.
And reality TV stars competing instead of undiscovered talent. So it's like The Voice show, except instead of, undiscovered talent, it's people like perfect.
Yeah, it's a good casting.
People like the person she just told me, and people like Claudia. It's people like Claudia.
I just want to say,
it's like the Masked
I have
Singer.
not been reached out to. Do not come.
Don't you guys?
Don't
please
ask me
reach out
because
to
I'm
her
going to feel like
she's
I
gonna-
have to do it, and I really don't want to. Like I'm good. I love this concept. I love when like traditional shows do celebrity versions, like Celebrity Family Feud. And there are a lot of celebrities. Like I guess if you're an actor or whatever, like you're a theater kid. So like
even
almost
if you're
all
an
of them sing.
influencer, you're like comfortable being on camera. Like Remy Bader has a really
Yes.
good voice. I think Alex Cooper has a really good voice.
She does.
I think I'm maybe the only one in
Who
this field
doesn't?
who doesn't have a good voice.
Taylor Strecker has an amazing voice. Do you know that about her?
No.
Oh my
but
God, she has an insane
by the way,
voice.
it makes complete sense. Like
Yeah, it's like
you're
theater
a
kid.
theater kid. Like you've always liked the spotlight because you've always like
Yep.
been good for the spotlight because you have a nice voice, and then being a pop star or a actress doesn't work out for you, and it's like, pass me the mic.
Press record. Yeah. I love this concept. I'm so curious who they're gonna cast. I hope this becomes like a Dancing with the Stars type of thing. Like I love shows like this, like
Yes.
where it just becomes a place for like actors on their way up, on their way down, so, reality TV influencers, like just another place like Traders or Dancing with the Stars. So
No, I
love
love
this.
it.
I wonder if they're exclusively going to be casting good singers, because I feel like with the Masked Singer that was their goal, but then like eventually you run out of people who can sing and you start casting like Teddy Mellencamp.
So The Voice in general does not cast bad singers.
Yeah.
There's never like a
bad
dud
audition.
It's just there might not be amazing, but most of the time someone does turn. It's not meant to like expose people who can't sing. So I think it will be people who can carry a tune.
I like. Let me tell you, I'll be sad. Like I love this.
I love it too.
I love it as a viewer. I would like. I think it's such a good idea.
Yeah. Maybe Ben could do it.
Ben actually has a fine singing voice.
Yeah, he'll audition with You
With
Raise Me Up.
His he's like, he always starts in the wrong key. He's like, when I am down. And actually, when he gets going, it's very powerful.
Okay, maybe this will change things for you.
Have they announced any of the contestants?
One of the coaches will be Joe Jonas.
Oh yeah, Queen. That's not going to change it for me. Queen Latifah. Like, yeah, if I can be guaranteed to be on Queen Latifah's team.
And
Wait, so
Riley
is it like The
Green.
Voice? Is it like The Voice where you go and like, what if nobody turns for you?
Yeah.
Oh, I can't. No, I would never.
Yeah.
I have such a fear of rejection when it comes to singing.
Yeah.
That's why I had to bow out of the Masked Singer before I
But
got
if you
eliminated.
wanted to like be close with Joe Jonas, like now's your time.
Yeah, but I would be taking the process seriously. And when I feel like who could actually help me musically, like it's Queen Latifah. We have similar voices.
Mm-hmm. And then
Because
also,
I'm big, blonde, and beautiful.
also major voice news is that Keke Palmer will be the new host of The Voice.
Oh my God, I saw that Carson Daly was backing out, but they were clickbaiting me on the Today Show Instagram. Tap the link in our bio to find out who's replacing. And so obviously I didn't, so I never was able to find out.
Well, here you go.
That's such great news.
Mm-hmm.
Wait, I'm so happy.
Yeah, even though like The Voice is not about the host.
Like not at all.
I didn't really barely remembered that it's Carson Daly. So I just...
And that's how you know he's doing a good job.
Yeah, because like a host is just like the background. So I kind of like would like her to be somewhere more where it is about her. But
yeah, but anything that keeps her booked and busy, that's good. You know, because I don't want her to get like, you know, when you're bored, then you like rely on your man a lot, and it can be bad for a relationship. So hopefully, if she stays booked and busy, like Sean and her, are just like,
or maybe this like brings her to LA, and maybe Sean's in LA because she was previously in New York.
I saw this and I wasn't sure. I wasn't sure if those guest celebrity judges were the judges for the new season of The Regular Voice.
Very confusing. I'm like really trying to understand the
What's
article.
the show called?
The Voice Celebrity.
I feel like they could have done better with that.
Yeah. I'm very excited. I agree. It's like another tier of shows that...
Yeah. Traders, Dancing with the Stars, like for people to just go on
Masked
to keep
Singer. But like
yeah.
Masked Singer is flawed in the sense that like you don't get the press until you're done.
Of course,
you do
no,
this
and it's
whole
like you're
show
working
and, like,
so hard on TV and nobody knows it's you.
You do this whole
Which
show.
is why I was like, could we make the clues really obvious so like everybody knows that it's me?
You do this whole show and your name's not in the paper once.
Until the end.
And then you're gone.
And the headline's all about you quitting. Like,
so this I actually think is like a better format.
Agreed. I completely agree. I'm not doing it. And if I were, here's how I would audition. What would I audition with? They could just watch me on The Masked
You could
Singer.
do Unstoppable. I like that song
I could.
for you.
Yeah, I don't want to sing right now.
Oh, she's shy. But also, hopefully this show is very successful, and maybe in like 10 years when you're ready for it.
Right. When everyone's grown and I'm ready to take on new projects.
Yeah, then you could do it, and it'll be like a big success.
I just want to say, like, good job to everyone who did this. I love it. I hope the casting is like on point. Even some of the people, Remy Bader should be on it. She's a very good, like, I want them to include, people are so afraid of like casting influencers. Like, no, we love that. Like, give us more.
Yeah, like athletes, that's fun.
Yeah, it's fun, but like they can never sing. So
Yeah.
they have to do like, they have to pull from all pockets of media. So yeah, give us an athlete.
Some Real Housewives. Oh, I'm
Yes.
sure we'll
Candy
get...
Burris is on there. Well, she's
No,
like,
not Candy Burris. We'll get like Luann.
Okay. Did you see that they had that Real Housewives like 20th year anniversary party last night?
Yeah.
Luann is so funny. Our friend Kristen was there. I was watching her Instagram stories, and like Luann is just like seriously singing her own song to a crowd of 3 people.
They all were. Lisa Barlow
was
singing Baby Gorgeous.
And let me tell you, Portia was singing Baby Gorgeous with Lisa Barlow, just like being a supportive background dancer. And she knew every word. I actually was like very touched by that. That's very sweet.
Yeah.
Not just, I only know the first 3 words. You're just baby gorgeous.
4 words.
I think Baby Gorgeous is like a hyphen.
Well, I can't wait to watch.
I can't wait to watch. When does it premiere? Fall?
Probably. I don't know if it's this fall, but I guess why not?
Is it live? Like we're all voting live?
No. It's the same format as The Voice.
The Voice is live.
Oh, really?
The auditions are pre-taped, and then when they have like the top 20, we vote every week, like American Idol.
Okay. There will be new features, though, in this one, such as Voice Boot Camp, which will give viewers a behind-the-scenes look as celebrities prepare for their blind auditions. Okay, cute. We get more like celebrity packages.
Whatever.
While the VIP
Depends who
room,
the celebrities are.
VIP room will bring the artists together to watch their fellow celebrities take. So it's like,
No, I'm so sad for this.
yeah, me too.
I'm excited.
Yeah, me too. Okay, are you ready for our next story?
What number?
3.
Yeah.
Brittany Cartwright is finally weighing in on Jax Taylor's Publicist romance with a scathing takedown. So Brittany Cartwright did a video with People
Sit-down
magazine.
interview.
And she talked about the relationship. She said, I never wish bad for anybody, but they have to be absolutely miserable. And I hope they are. She said,
I don't wish bad on anybody, but I hope they're miserable.
I feel like I was taken advantage of by those 2 individuals. And it is sick. Later in the video, she labeled him a narcissist who doesn't have feelings.
Yeah.
And claimed that he had straight up told an unnamed person that he had slept with Lori. She said, I've never seen a snake like this before in my entire life, seemingly referring to Lori, KPR.
Yeah, I mean, like, I hate to put more blame on the woman, but like Jax and her are divorced. He's been a piece of shit. Like, we know that he was so awful abusive to her. Like, my bar for expectations for Jax when it comes to like giving Brittany like a modicum of respect, he almost let her get evicted from the house with their son. Like, he's a piece of shit. But like this working woman who was still like actively collecting checks from Brittany, that's insane.
Yeah, and that she would tarnish her name so thoroughly because she has other clients.
Of
and
course,
she's like
been
been
a
a
pretty
big
well-known
publicist.
reality TV publicist.
And then do you see the smart water thing?
I did see the smart water thing. So Jax Taylor had posted an Instagram ad for Smart Water, the water brand. And then he like went on his Twitter claiming that like his Instagram was hacked by an AI company.
No, so he posted an ad for Smart Water and like people were like, you're not doing ads for Smart Water. And
It's like a really top tier brand.
yeah, of course. I think Smart Water like might have even said
like
something.
this is not us.
And then he shared like he got sort of catfished by a marketing company. He shared the screenshots of the emails and like all the stuff to say that like he thought he was doing an ad for Smart Water and he was fooled. It was not a prank, but just scam. But I have a couple key questions.
But wait, also people then noticed that screenshot he shared of the fake email he got was like generated by AI. It had like an AI logo in the corner, like he had asked AI to make it for him.
Or he had asked AI to make it for him, or like someone AI sent it to him.
It's gone now. So you can't see it.
Interesting.
Yeah, that's what I had heard.
Okay, well, a couple things. Like one, you're dating a publicist. Like if this is like a phishing scam, like the fact that she couldn't see through it like doesn't really speak highly
Correct, of her work.
Two, like did they pay you? You know?
Yeah, I'm not sure. That was funny.
Yeah,
like,
but then he was
that's
like,
when you have to remember, like a lot of the people from Vanderpump Rules are like over 40 years old.
yeah. Oh, you mean like that?
This is like boomer behavior.
I guess. And then he was like saying about Brittany, like because Brittany went on and like laughed at him about it.
Good.
And he was like, that
She's not mean enough to him, honestly. She's not. Him like letting the mortgage payments pile up and like forcing Brittany to live in the Airbnb with Cruz while he's lapping it up with girls in their family home, like trash.
Yeah.
Trash behavior.
Yeah, but I do think like for him, all the chickens have come home to roost, really. Like
You think like he has felt the consequences of his actions
have finally caught up in some sort of way.
I don't think
no
so.
longer on the show.
That was a huge loss for him.
He's not getting brand deals.
No.
All he has now is a girlfriend.
Cameo and a dream.
And a girlfriend.
I mean, as long as you have a good woman in your life.
Yeah, but like if she can't earn a living either.
Right.
But over the years, they've made so much money. I was thinking about that with Katie Maloney too, because on the one hand,
Those
it's like
OG
Stassi's
castmates.
asking you to come like be on her show and you're acting like, I just got away from reality TV. Like I can't go back. It's like, if you're a reality TV star, an influencer, a notable person, like that's a dream, is to be on a show.
Yeah.
And how are you affording to like not work?
Yeah.
But she made a lot of money over the years. Did she spend a lot of money?
So those like OG Vanderpump castmates like Sheena, towards the end were making so much money and they never like lived insane lives. A lot of them were like living in those apartments up until like 3 years
and
ago.
they got like homes in the valley, but
and that was like after they had been making a lot of money for a long time.
And I think like mortgage rates were low.
Yeah, I do think like it runs out quickly. But I don't think Katie Maloney's in a place where she's like desperate yet, but she would be silly to turn it down.
Yeah, I wonder if she like saved her money over the years, because if she did, she has a lot of money.
Well, they had that house, right? Her and Tom.
Yeah, which
They sold it?
Yeah.
They definitely did well on that house.
They did fine.
Yeah.
They definitely didn't lose money. And again, it was like low mortgage rate. That's why what was also so crazy about Jackson Brittany, when he was like, she was saying he didn't pay the mortgage or whatever, but when they bought their houses, like seriously, like 2% interest rates. So I'm like, how much could your mortgage be?
Right.
But then it turned out he had taken out second and third mortgages to pay off old debts. Their mortgage payment was up to like $18,000 a month.
Oh my God.
When it should have been like $2,000 max.
Oh my God, that's terrible.
Yeah.
Does she still live in that house or did they sell it?
I don't know. I feel like she lives there. I feel like she lives there, and also like for the valley and everything.
Yeah, right. She has to be in the valley.
But they were like such in a good financial position that he totally fucking squandered.
Ruined.
Hate.
Kind of like Dear Toasters yesterday.
Yeah. Sort of, but no, this is worse.
Yes, this is worse.
So, yeah. I don't know how to end the stories anymore.
I feel
So,
that that's a
yeah.
real issue for many Americans. And speaking of America, today's episode is brought to you by Starbucks. It is Starbucks time because pumpkin spice is on its way. So summer is, of course, so busy. And after a long summer of fun, we want to return to our routines, right? Like we're getting back to work. We're going to kick off fall with the fall traditions that we love, getting to that comfortable rhythm again. And nothing is more comfortable than pumpkin spice at Starbucks. Everyone's talking about it. Starbucks pumpkin spice is like the first taste of fall. I feel like once you see that Starbucks has rolled out their pumpkin spice, it's time to put your plaid on. It's time to go apple picking. It's time to do all of our fun seasonal, create vibes, make a chili.
Pargy. Ugh. Gargy pargy fall.
And there's such a joy, don't you find, in returning to that routine? Like obviously swirly
Yes.
summer's so fun. But I feel that pumpkin spice kicks off like a return to self.
Yes, and like routine is really the antidote to excess, I would say.
Routine, that's beautiful.
And I would say, therefore, pumpkin spice is the antidote to summer.
The pumpkin spice is a fall classic. You know when you love it, and they're back for a limited time because you deserve to indulge a little. So they also have the double shot. It's a new favorite that's a little more coffee forward for an added boost to kickstart the season. So you can find the bottled Starbucks pumpkin spice drinks wherever you buy your groceries. They've got the canned pumpkin spice lineup. There's just so much fun. When I look forward to fall, like what am I looking forward to this fall? I'm looking forward to sweaters, even though I never stopped wearing sweaters personally. I'm looking forward to
sweaters without everyone's judgment.
I'm looking forward to sweaters without a comment section.
Yeah.
I'm looking forward to all of the fun offerings over at Starbucks and their pumpkin spice.
Of course.
I'm looking forward to making chilies.
Yeah.
Maybe like a fire. I don't have a fireplace, but like maybe I will find one.
Are you looking forward to football?
Football. Yeah.
Yeah.
See, Starbucks just reminds, like, I feel like it's the true kickstart. Like, that's how you know Q4 has begun.
Yeah.
And all the fun things we have to look forward to. Just reminded by the Pargy, kind of timeless, comfortable, cozy Starbucks favorites. Like pumpkin spice.
Yeah.
You can find bottled Starbucks pumpkin spice drinks wherever you buy your groceries. They have the Starbucks Frappuccino drinks, the Starbucks Double Shot Energy, and then the Starbucks Chilled. So they're bottled. They're so good. You can find them anywhere and just kick off cozy time. Today's episode is also brought to you by Superpower. Superpower is let's start with this. Have you guys ever been to a doctor and it was the best doctor for you and you waited long to get an appointment and you just left after waiting in the waiting room for like 30 minutes, unfulfilled? It was too quick. They just told you everything looked normal, even though you have questions about your energy levels, your sleep, your diet, your hormones. And then your doctor also tells you like that's the most that they can do in terms of testing. Well, Superpower is one simple blood draw that gives you information on over 100 of your blood biomarkers. So it's way more than what you'd usually get during a normal doctor visit. It unlocks a real understanding of your body. It helps you find things the standard physical misses. So it's a proactive preventative healthcare solution that dives deep into the why and the underlying causes of various symptoms you may be experiencing. So the Superpower app includes detailed information on your heart, liver, thyroid, hormones, metabolism, vitamin and mineral level, gut microbiome, and even more environmental toxins. So it's just going to go beyond everything looks normal at your annual checkup, and you'll really discover what's happening in your body. So from disease prevention to treating that annoying brain fog or simply optimizing your gym game, it's finally time to stop only reacting to health problems and start proactively improving your health. Go beyond your annual checkup and finally understand what's really happening with your body. For a limited time, listeners can get $20 off to unlock their health membership. Head to superpower.com and use code TOAST for $20 off your $199 Superpower membership. And after you sign up, the last guy you heard about Superpower, tell them that the Toast sent you. Today's episode is also brought to you by Legacy Box. Let's talk about our friends over at Legacy Box, one of our favorite things. You know, when you're watching old home movies and videos, it's never what you expect. You think you're going to get a sweet emotional moment. Instead, someone has a terrible haircut you've never seen, or your parents are arguing about how to work the camcorder. Well, Legacy brings all those moments back. And honestly, they're just as fun as they are sentimental. I mean, where would we be without our bat mitzvah tape? Wishing everyone a hearty mazel tov. Like
that sort of like changed the course of this show.
Digitizing. We grew up in a VHS era, but like whether you're camcorder or Super 8, like film reels, digitizing your childhood memories is one of the great joys in life. Like I stand by that. And Legacy Box makes it so simple. You send in your Legacy Box, fill it with all your old media. You can do VHS tapes, camcorder, photos, film, DVD, pretty much any old media. Their team will digitally preserve everything by hand, and then you'll get it all back on the cloud so you can easily revisit those memories, sharing them with friends and family, and even streaming them on your TV. So consider this your sign to finally find out what's going on in those mystery VHS boxes. And I just want to say, don't leave them like in your attic or your basement. You think like I'll do it one day. They could get moldy. There could be a flood, like the elements. You don't even realize you could be like, sorry, like not to be drama, like eroding them. So go to legacybox.com/toast to bring those memories back to life and see what your parents recorded all those years ago. It'll be so entertaining. Go to legacybox.com/TOAST to finally find out what's on all those mystery tapes. Legacybox.com/toast.
Okay, our next story. Rumors are swirling that Bradley Cooper and Gigi Hadid are married. They were spotted wearing matching wedding rings. Sources are saying it's a declaration of their love, but Daily Mail is saying like they got married last month.
Like, I don't care. These two as a couple like do nothing for me. I also think that like this is what you do like when people care about your relationship so much that you get no privacy. Tom Holland and Zendaya. Like if they ever were planning an actual wedding, it would be like seriously, people are so obsessed with them. It would be like Taylor Swift and Travis, like the hiding, the drones. nobody cares about Bradley Cooper and like Gigi Hadid getting married. Like, you want to get married? Go have a wedding. No one's coming. Like, so I think that this is like kind of for attention.
You think so?
Yeah.
I don't think they want attention, actually.
No, I think they do.
I don't know. I guess they're married. Because
I personally like never, kind of how like with Christina Kelly, the only thing I can remember about her is that really mean thing she said about Gina Shea. To me, the only thing I can really like, I never moved on from the restaurant of him doing that movie, like Maestro, when he was just like trying so hard to win an Oscar and like nobody cared. And then he also wore the fake nose, which was just like low-key anti-Semitic. But like, listen, I wasn't that upset. Like, to me, that made him a loser in my eyes. And I never was able to see him as anything other than that, as a loser.
I guess. I just sort of like expected that he'd be like the sort of guy who'd, you know, have relationships, different
Never
relationships.
get married.
Yeah, because he always has like a relationship that seems good, like Irina and
Suki.
Suki. And now he's like straight up wearing a wedding ring, which I think like getting a wedding ring on a guy like this like
Is a big deal.
An impossible feat. So he's not
That's
doing
true.
it like for vibes, because I don't think he wants to be wearing
That's
it.
actually a good point. Like his bachelor status, that does make this a big deal.
Yeah.
Like seriously, I wish them the best. Like I don't know. There are a couple of people like when we talk about like Kim and Lewis Hamilton, like I should care. Like obviously Bradley Cooper is finally married. Oh my God, hearts are breaking everywhere. I don't care.
Yeah.
Some things just don't move the needle for me.
Yeah.
Heart rate like remains resting.
I agree. But they have been together for a while. So if you want to go ahead and get married, like that seems like the thing to do.
And I just like this co-parenting group is gonna be a lot because it's Bradley and
Irina,
Zayn. It just feels anywhere Zayn is, it just feels like drama. Hopefully he doesn't push Bradley Cooper's mother down the stairs.
Hopefully he doesn't. Then like Lady Gaga, you know?
Lady Gaga, right? Like it's just kind of a crazy group.
Yeah.
And I'm wishing them all the best.
Yeah. Agreed.
One of the best times of my life was when we had to like report for that week, like every new detail that was coming out about the alleged elder abuse from Zayn Malik and Yolanda Hadid.
Yeah.
And then Gigi got back together with him one more time after that, right?
I think so.
That's crazy to like lay with the man who pushed your mom down the stairs.
Who's accused of elder abuse.
Yeah.
Like there are some egregious things to be accused of. That is
Elder
up
abuse
there.
is up there with like the worst.
Yeah.
Like pedophilia.
And child abuse.
Yeah.
Because it's like preying on the vulnerable, you know?
Yeah, of course.
People
Those who can't defend themselves.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
Yeah. Quarterly reminder that he was accused of that.
Just quarterly.
Are you ready for our fifth and final story?
I am.
Khloé Kardashian's new show, The Girls, gets
I
a
know.
trailer and a premiere date at Hulu. So we knew that Khloé was producing a show called The Girls about her best friends, you know.
Like the girls we all know who have like 3 million followers. They're always with the Kardashians.
Yeah, they all have like
live in
kids around the
Calabasas.
same age. So it's Nat and Liv, Malika and Khadijah, and Iris, who is a close friend of Kylie's, who's now like
Yes.
really in the group, but she also has a child. So I think they're all like the moms.
They say like the trailer was basically like there's like this divide amongst the group that like Nat, Liv, and Natalie are like this trio.
Nat, Liv, and Natalie.
Nat, Liv, and Nicole are like this trio.
Nicole Williams English, who's on the cover.
And
of
then
Sports Illustrated.
Malika, Khadijah, and Iris are like this other like trio, and it's just sort of like making it difficult to be in the group. But it's like, well, it sounds like you just have 2 groups. Like, why do we have to
and
be
also,
one?
like, it's very much sounds like the home friends versus the college friends.
Yeah.
Because Malika, Khadijah, and Iris are like the home friends. They're especially Malika and Khadijah have been there
OG.
forever. And Nat and Liv and Nicole are newer friends. I know we're like meant to believe that they've always been friends, but when
Well, at this point, it's been a while. But compared to Malika and Khadijah,
but when Nat, Liv, and Nicole were filming Wags, which
They
was
did not know
probably-
the Kardashians.
They were not friends with the Kardashians. It was not until later. So it's your college friends versus your high school friends, and you're trying to make one big group.
yeah, and like Chloe's role up until I saw the trailer to me was just like a producer and like in name only, but she is like on the show and it's almost acting like very Cavallari, where it's like she's the boss and she's coming to like check how the employees are doing.
It's giving House of Khloé.
Yeah, I'm not gonna lie, like not to be a hater, I'm not watching this.
No, and to me, this feels like a show that won't succeed because it feels fake. It feels like fake manufactured drama, which was the exact thing Stassi is trying to avoid.
So say
And
what you want, but she did that successfully.
she is doing that successfully. And this just feels like, oh, I don't like you looked at me funny. Like, we don't really get along. And it's like, why? You guys all like the same things and the
it's
same
kind
people.
of like that episode of Keeping Up with the Kardashians where like they had the poosh trip and that girl Sarah who was like vaping like started drama with one of the sisters.
Larsa?
With Larsa, yeah,
That was
yeah.
so fucking real.
Yeah, like that's what it sounds like, but just like a whole show.
This show needs Larsa.
Well, you know, she's on the outs.
I know, but she is the girls. She's the OG. But these are also Khloé's friends because Sarah's Kourtney's friend.
Yes.
Larsa was.
I thought these girls were like Kim's friends. I thought
They,
Nat and
but
Liv
now
were like.
Khloé and Kim do everything together.
Yeah. I'm wondering,
So-
like, it's interesting Kim is not involved in this project.
Kim was like in the trailer on FaceTime for a second.
Oh, was she?
Yeah, but this is also her group of friends. I just think it's going to be, there's not going to be like that much substance.
And I'm going to say something like genuinely so mean. Like so mean. But like these are 6 women who have never had a problem like with a platform, right? Like they're getting blasted all the time by the Kardashians. Like they have millions of followers and like people just like don't care. Like I think that if any of them was like a major star, like that would have happened already. Do you know what I mean? They're just like sort of
no, and like
Instagram girls.
they had Wags, which I think like wasn't
Correct.
appreciated in its time, but it's fine. They had Nat and Liv. They had their own show. Natalie
Malika and
and
Khadijah have been
Olivia.
on TV for so long. I think Malika and Khadijah had their own show too. And it's just like nothing sticks because they're just kind of, this is going to be so mean. They're just like
a pretty
permanent
face.
supporting characters. No, not just a face. But they just, some people are main characters and some people are supporting characters. And so I think like a whole show of supporting characters, like 6 supporting characters does not equal 1 main character.
Yeah, unless there's a breakout star.
We'll see. But like, wouldn't they have broken out by now? That's what I mean. They're not for a lack of TV shows and opportunities. All of these girls have been on Keeping Up.
And all of these girls are like extremely media savvy at this point. No one's actually gonna risk something, risk looking bad, saying something unpopular.
No.
So
Womp womp.
I don't think this has the makings, unfortunately.
Yeah, but like I respect Hulu. Like
problem
they
is-
try everything.
The problem is this show is made for me.
I know. Well, that's perfect. That's how you know it's going to be bad.
No, and that the show is made for me. Like in a lab, they said, "Who is the target demo for the show?"
Jacqueline
It's her.
Khloé.
And I'm saying, like, I fear for the interest.
Well, you know, it just depends when it comes out. Like, is there a dearth of things to watch? Like, you know, is it slow? Is it like maybe? No, there's literally.
I guess, for me to like watch something, there has to be some buzz. There has to be some intrigue. You know, clips going viral about conversations or topics that I find personally interesting. So I'll wait and see. is
Yeah, I
all
honestly
I'll
feel
say.
like the reaction to House of Stassi has been so good for its viewership because, like, of course, there was press and people were gonna watch it regardless.
But it's
like,
buzzy.
It's really buzzy. Like there's so many clips going viral and just like things that are making people want to watch it.
and have conversations about things.
Yeah.
Just like even I've seen a lot of clips. She's doing a lot of press.
Yep.
And a lot of the things that people ask her about, like putting her kids on the show
Mm-hmm.
and her marriage, and just these are
They're not.
inherent.
You know what? It's not. It's not service level.
These are inherently interesting topics.
It's true, and they're kind of like polarizing too.
Yeah, whether you agree with her or disagree with the way she's going about it, like you're sad.
She's going about it.
You're sad.
Yeah. So this will be a pass for me unless like I break my arm or something and I'm like I'm bedridden.
And I also
Well, I
think
guess I
for
wouldn't be
Stassi,
bedridden if I broke my arm, but
Stassi does not inherently care if you
It's true.
agree with her or do not agree with her. You're talking about
It's
it.
true.
Check.
Yeah.
And that's how I feel. Like that's why I feel comfort in for a second I was like, I don't know if I should watch the show because like what if I like don't
I
agree
know.
with Taylor? I don't agree with Stassi. They don't care. Like that's not
The point.
They're enlightened enough to know that it's like you're talking about it. Our job is done.
Yep.
Thank you very much.
Absolutely.
You don't have to agree with everything.
Although I'm proud to say like I haven't seen anything from Taylor Strecker yet. I haven't finished that I've disagreed with. And if I do, like I'm seriously like you're not going to hear from me. Like
Yeah. No,
You're not
there's
gonna hear
nothing
from me.
yet.
No, I think she's carrying herself with grace. She's getting like, you know, commentary about how like, you know, she's just like being kind of obvious in her pursuit of fame, which I actually think is refreshing. Like, because we're always coming on, that person just wants fame. It's like, well, yeah, they're on TV. At least she's just being open about it, you know?
Yeah.
So much so that she even considers missing the birth of baby Beau, which I feel is a little bit dramatized for TV. I think maybe the timeline was like touch and go there, but she was never going to miss it.
Yeah.
She was going to let Teddy fly home first for a few weeks. But you know, Teddy has a lot of family here. She was always going to be fine. And I said, by the way, I was like, I'll go. Like, whatever you need. Not to make the show about
I'm
me. But I was
cracking up.
talking to them and they're like,
She
you know,
almost
the
saved the
timeline's
show.
like a little. I'm like, Taylor, I'll come with you. Like, I did say I would be in the room. They were like, no, we're good.
I'm seriously cracking up that you came to
That
solve
must
the
have
problem.
not made the cut. Yeah.
Well, that's our show. That's their show, and that's
And you know
our
what that
show.
means? Lunchtime. I'm
We have
fucking
to call
starving.
Olivia.
Yeah, we have to call Olivia. She's sort of like in charge of lunch. So
Well, we're in charge, but we need her input.
Think
You
we know
know,
so much
it is
listening-
a decision by committee, as the best lunches are.
to the Test and Millennium Morning Show, we deliver the fastest racing each and every Monday through Friday on YouTube. So if you're watching us on YouTube, please feel free to subscribe. Give this video a thumbs up. We're also available as podcasts and podcasts we found. So it's Spotify, iTunes, Stitcher, Blog, Radio, Hope you guys have an amazing hump day, and we'll see you tomorrow.
Love ya. Bye.